G'day everyone. Welcome to the final day of the Tempest coverage of PDAC 2024. First I'm going to do a walk around the Northern Trade Show building, and then later on I'm going to be catching up with a few of my colleagues. Hey everyone, and welcome to Tempest TV. I've got a good friend of mine, Alice, here with me today. She's going to tell us a bit about Boxscan.
Yeah, hi, thank you, Don. Thank you so much for having me on. Yeah, so essentially Boxscan is a way that we can automate the logging process. So it's an automated core scanning system with integrated sensor technology. We have a range of geochemistry sensors, imaging sensors, and then we also have some structural parameters built into the system. So what that allows us to do essentially is automate the logging process, freeing up the geologist's time to actually use the data, because you're collecting, again, a non-subjective data set. Use the data, do the geological interpretation, and essentially speed up the logging process and make your project more efficient. Because you're getting a huge data set there to work with, and you're getting so many parameters that you might not see with your naked eye if you're just doing conventional logging techniques. So it's really, I think, a great stepping stone to really understanding our deposits in much more detail.
Amazing. The reason I've got you on here today is, of course, that Tempest is one of the first users of Boxscan in Australia, and we've been doing that extensively for collecting our data. Started about 2 years ago when we did our deep stratigraphic holes at the Orion target, and we've been automating that process ever since with the help of Geotek.
Yep, there you go, John. And something I want to ask you, John, actually, how have you found that using the data coming off the system compares to just using, conventional logging techniques, like I was saying before?
Look, there's strengths and weaknesses in everything. The advantages that we've taken so far is the unbiased nature of it. It isn't someone deliberately pressing a point that is shiny and gets your attention. It gives you consistent, regular data, and that's been really useful for looking for real trends and not human-made trends.
Yeah,
so,
I can well imagine.
Yeah.
I think that's also something as an industry that we really struggle with, actually, a standardization, particularly, so just referring to logging in this particular case, but a standardization where you have a curated record, as you say, an unbiased data set that you can go back to then and really have that gold standard, if you'll pardon the pun, gold standard you can adhere to. Because throughout so many projects, let alone across different projects, there really is that lack of standardization and collecting a good data set. Because with conventional logging techniques, we've all logged core. You go and log the core, then you might have the next team come in and re-log the core because they don't agree with something.
In a completely different way as well.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. In fact, that's been a recurring theme here at PDAC this year. Is I think
Really?
a lot of people are starting to recognise that weakness in the industry, and I've been talking to a lot of technology companies and just regular explorers as well, and we all want to move towards something a little bit more standardised so that data can be used in a more efficient way. And certainly, Boxscan is one of the leaders of that, in my opinion. So
yeah, thanks, Don. And I think it's really good to see the industry actually picking up these, innovative technologies and actually using them to, like I say, to create efficiency throughout the mine life chain, because we really need to do that if we're going to meet our green energy targets. So
we need to get better at what we're doing. That's for sure. So,
yeah.
what's your highlight at PDAC been so far?
Oh gosh, so many. This is definitely one of them. This has been great. I think some of the networking events, you meet people from all over, right? It's great meeting people from so many different backgrounds. You have geos, you have investors, you have mining engineers, all sorts. So I really like the interaction, and connecting with old colleagues and old friends as well is always good fun. What about you, Don?
Look, it's talking to everyone as well. We've had a lot of people come past and a lot of interest in Tempest. And speaking of interest in Tempest, I know you guys follow our story closely, given that we've worked closely together already. We've got our big drilling program coming up in hopefully within a month. And what are you most excited about Tempest-wise?
Well, I can't wait to see what you guys do next. I hope that you'll be scanning that core with the Boxscan system.
Naturally.
So I'll be excited to see the data coming up of that, Don, for
Good
sure,
answer.
and see where you go from there.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and seeing me at the booth, and look forward to catching up again soon.
Thanks for having me on, Don. And if any of your listeners or watchers want to reach out to Geotek and learn more about core scanning and how it can actually help with your project specifically, then please feel free to reach me by email, alice@geotek.co.uk, or you can hit us up on LinkedIn.
G'day everyone, we're at PDAC, another video. I'm now standing with my neighbours at the convention. This is MTB. I've got Lucia and Lawrence here with me, and they're going to tell us a bit about their company.
My name is Lawrence Rolston. I'm the president of MTB Metals. We consolidated a big property position in an area in BC called the Golden Triangle. There's a lot of big deposits up there, a couple of mines operating, and we saw an opportunity where a lot of companies had explored little bits and pieces. So we put the whole thing together and looking at it for the first time as one big system, and it's looking very exciting. We drilled 4 holes, we made a discovery. The geological community, the mining industry loves the holes, but investors didn't get what they wanted. So
I think that's pretty ubiquitous across the industry though, Lawrence. I wouldn't take that one too personally.
Well, but
True.
The point is it creates a buying opportunity for anybody who looks closely. It's been a very exciting PDAC. We've had so many of the major mining companies come by. It's been very exciting.
Yeah, I've been in the hot seat talking a lot of technical details about our telegraph porphyry target. But when they check out the breccia and some of the intrusions and the nested porphyritic intrusions that we've tested, they like what they see.
Okay. Well, I think potentially we have some similarities there in Tempest. You guys have heard the story now. What do you think?
I think MTB and Tempest have a strong similarity in that our mandate is to look for potential in places that have been overlooked. And I think that's a really strong position to take.
Yeah, absolutely right. So you guys consolidated a large amount of ground and now made a technical discovery.
Exactly.
Very similar to what Tempest has done. We've found consolidated the ground in the Yalgoo region and drilled some exciting stuff a year or two back, and now we've got some more targets that we're going to be getting into drilling soon.
Exactly. So we're very much alike that way.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
And at some point, investors are going to recognize Tempest and MTB
and the compelling geology.
Yes,
yeah, right.
It's definitely compelling geology in both of these situations.
Absolutely.